Alex, it felt like a monsoon driving into work this morning. It was just crazy.
Yeah, I hung out for a few minutes before I left my apartment because I was like, I am not driving through that. And I was looking at the radar. I was like, all right, I can wait 15, 20 minutes and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we saw a lot of rain making Warner Robins. Where the good news about it, though, is that we've cooled off. 77 degrees at 6:16 on a Saturday summer evening across central Georgia. Here's a look at the radar right now. The rain that was over Macon has dissipated. Still looking at some in parts of Twiggs County, also in towards Wilkinson County. But let's go north to south now. So start up in Lake Country. Here's Putnam County, Jasper County, some moderate rainfall. Also a pretty good storm there in parts just north of Barnesville. Drag it on down to the south here into Twiggs County, Wilkinson County, like I was just talking about, some heavier showers just to the east of the Nicholsville area right there on the Johnson County line. And then further down to the south in parts of Dodge County, looking at a pretty good downpour. And we saw a pretty good thunderstorm complex from Pineview down through Cordele and Lake Blackshear. That's also falling apart. So as looks like the big picture of things, we are slowly but surely losing the punch of the storms from this afternoon. So future view showing that we're not going to see a whole lot in the way of additional activity tonight. Here's 9 p.m. Future view doesn't even have showers across the area. But tomorrow we are going to be looking at more scattered showers and storms once again. So here's tomorrow, 6 a.m. Notice some scattered showers will be possible. I think these that you're seeing right along Interstate 85 will be possible in the western portions of our area. And then once we get into tomorrow afternoon, it's not looking at a whole lot by noon, but once we get into the afternoon hours, somewhat like today, some heavier downpour is going to be possible right around 6, 7 o'clock. And the good news about these, like today, once you get them, it will cool off your temperatures a little bit. So it's going to be hot tomorrow before it rains, and then once it rains, it will cool off. Then once we get into Monday, that's kind of our transitional day. Notice how the showers and storms going from south to north, this is ahead of what is expected to be Tropical Storm Fred. And then once we get into Tuesday, oh yeah, looking at some activity across Georgia Monday night into Tuesday, that is going to be directly related to Fred. So let's talk about it. As of right now, technically not a tropical depression, not a tropical storm. It's the remnants of Fred. However, the forecast is for it to re-strengthen to tropical storm status by Sunday, 1 o'clock, so by tomorrow afternoon. Then by Monday afternoon, making a landfall somewhere from just to the east of the New Orleans area through northwest Florida, and then moving up through western Alabama, perhaps eastern Mississippi as a tropical depression into portions of middle Tennessee. Now, you might notice we have a greater spread of our forecast models than we have in previous days. The reason for that is because Fred lost its closed circulation today. So the models are not starting on one point. That's why you're seeing a spread here across the northern Gulf Coast. As soon as Fred closes its circulation again, becomes either a tropical depression or a tropical storm, these will begin to align once again. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. But nonetheless, it looks like the center of Fred going to the west of central Georgia, which means we are going to be on the dirty side of the storm. So let's look at it here in future view. There's Tropical Storm Fred tomorrow morning, and then making its way towards the coast. Now notice this is Monday at 8 p.m. The storm is down in the Gulf of Mexico, beginning to get in on the outer bands here in central Georgia. And then as Fred works its way up through central Alabama, all of the rain is going to be spread across Georgia. Then once Fred dissipates, the low dissipates, the moisture is still going to be trapped in the southeast thanks to this front. So we're going to be looking at rain almost all week next week. Here, how much rain are we talking about? Now, this is the European model. This has not as high amounts as I'm thinking, 3 inches in Columbus, close to 2 inches here in Macon. Here's the actual forecast from NOAA. You notice that 3-inch line. That's going to be really just to the north and west of Macon, and that's kind of a rough estimate of what we're expecting. So 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts, nothing too crazy, 2 to 4 inches of rain, and some isolated severe weather will be possible late Monday night into Tuesday. Putting rain chances to it, 40% chance of rain tomorrow, 60 by Monday, 80 by Tuesday, and 70 by Wednesday and Thursday. And just when you think we're done, we're not. We also have Tropical Storm Grace in parts of the Atlantic that we will be watching as we head into the next few days. So here's Grace now moving into the Lesser Antilles, and here's the forecast track for Grace. Expected to take somewhat of a similar track to Fred there right across Cuba and making it into the vicinity of Key West by next Thursday. So by the time we're done with Fred, we'll be keeping an eye on Grace. The forecast model is a bit all over the place with this as well, so we'll be keeping an eye on those. All right, that's enough on the tropics. As for tomorrow, 91 degrees the high temperature with that southerly flow beginning ahead of Fred. Some more showers and storms. Sunrise is going to be at 6:28. The good news about Fred is that it's going to keep our high temperatures in the middle 80s before we climb back into the 90s by next Friday. So looking like a soggy football Friday night here in central Georgia. Don't forget, you can always track storms on the 13 WMAZ mobile app in case a tropical storm or hurricane like Fred moves into our area. If you don't have it downloaded, head over to the App Store or Google Play to download it. Connor, we'll be back right after this. Connor will be here.